Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Game underway.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They want to run it left here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Using his feet. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Now 2nd and goal, and
decision time right off the jump. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. The Tide will get the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got it in the middle. It's Acho. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking to scramble. Trying to find his man in the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground. That is a ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. It's Hart. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a guy, extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Can't get him to the ground. After 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move. Fighting off the defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. The defense putting points on the board. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts off. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Hart. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Connection to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He'll try it again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop. Keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Oregon. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. Crosses the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Snatches it on the right. Lots of room to run. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play.
Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nicholson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They just keep firing. Grab near the sticks. It's Acho. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get into the 33.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To throw on third down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. A strike downfield, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna swing it on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He's moving forward away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And here's the third interception of the night.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of a game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Might as well stick with him. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. To the air on second down. He's got the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Well, down two possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Ducks with the first and 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
This is a designed run. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with the...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on first and 10 from the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Red pass, it's complete. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Line getting set on second down. Here's a heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Powers through. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
Oh, the ball knocked out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few 1st downs. This one's up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, and keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now